half of my life. Half of my life since my grandpa left. And it still feels weird to say, because sometimes it feels like yesterday, and sometimes it feels like it happened in a different lifetime. I was just a kid by the time, 9 years old, and I was too young to understand the death, but I was old enough to let it change my life. I sometimes still don't know how to feel. I just know how he made me feel, he made me feel worthy, how he always told me to chase my dreams. Those lessons he always taught me when we were watching TV, or he was just sitting in his chair. Or I remember the times where we played together outside, be it tennis, football, or inside with darts or over the board games. I also loved repairing things with him. And I always gave him the chair so that he can stand back up easier. But 2016, everything changed. And it was the 16th of August, 2 days after my 9th birthday, and he congratulated me, and this was one of the last words I ever heard from him. And it still hurts to say that, because it happened so fast. It was on the breakfast, while eating breakfast, he told us his heart hurts. My grandma immediately brought him outside. Soon after, my mom called the ambulance. My grandma sent me upstairs with my sister in my presence, and as we arrived in the living room, it was just dead silent on the couch. And I just stared out of the big window onto the street and saw the ambulance drive in, and I prayed to God and said these exact words: "Please, God, take all of my presents, just bring me my grandpa back." But God had other plans, and my mom came into the room and said, "Let's say goodbye, they bring grandpa to a hospital, we'll visit him later." So I stood up, ran outside of the living room, downstairs, and peeked around the kitchen door, and there I saw him sitting on a stretcher. And in the next moment, he collapsed onto the stretcher like a fucking rock. It was horrifying, and I was the only one that saw it, only one who saw it from the family. The paramedics saw it, and they just speed up, and I ran away crying. And my uncle followed me upstairs, as he would have known what happened, even though he didn't saw it. Then he picked me up, brought me downstairs outside, and we waved to the ambulance as they drove away. And fast forward, he was in the ICU, and I was only allowed to be in there 3 times because of one doctor that let us in, me and my sister, because we were, I think, under 14. You're not allowed to be in there because you could have some serious illness that would make it all worse, or I don't know. So I was only in there 3 times. I held his hands, talked to him because the doctor said he can hear us. And I even draw him a painting. So when he would wake up, he would see it and would be happy and would be smiling, because he has 2 pictures of his grandchildren. But I guess he never really saw it. And first of all, it was great because at the 19th of August, they told us he is fine, he will be home soon again, we will bring him to the normal station soon, and he's over the hill. But it was all bullshit, because the next day at around 11:44 a.m. he passed away. And sometimes I still think to myself, how can it be that you can go from he will be home soon to he is dead so fucking fast, or that he is gone forever? I can't explain that. Like, how did the doctor say a day before he will be home soon, and then the next day they can't do anything for him anymore? That is, I don't know how to explain it. For me, it's like a miracle, but a bad miracle. And I still know how I got told that he was dead. Because I was normally playing on the playground of the hospital, because we weren't allowed to be in the ICU all the time. And the problem was, I was just playing there really, really happily with my uncle, and then my mom came crying with tears in her eyes. She sat down on a bench, and I walked over and asked, "How's Grandpa?" with a smiling face. And she said, with a slight pause, "He flew away." And then my silly 9-year-old brain said, where did they bring him? Where did they fly him? And my mom just said, nobody flew with him. He flew away on his own into the sky. To God. And there I really first realized what really happened, that he had died, but I couldn't believe it. I just cried there, and I knew at that exact moment that what I always thought, that hospitals can fix everything, is just complete bullshit. Most of the times there are happy ends, yeah, but sometimes there are goodbyes too. And here's the thing, I was just 9 at the time. I didn't get to experience him as an adult, or tell him my dreams, or what I am building, or who I have become now. But I think about it a lot. And that's why I'm making this video here right now. Because maybe you lost someone who truly mattered to you. But just know that that pain you felt is something that will not fully disappear, but it will change and it will shift. Because you can either let it break you down and make your life miserable, or you choose to let it fuel you, and you carry them inside you in whatever you do. Because energy can be transformed. It doesn't need to destroy you. Energy doesn't destroy you. You can use it to transform you, because you can use those energy to put in whatever you do. And the fuel is the love they gave you, so that they will look down on you, so that they will say, oh wow, what did he do, or did she do? Because that's really how you get that pain out of you. To squeeze it out of you. Pain is a good teacher, always. And yeah, that's how I keep my grandpa alive, with his lessons, with his love, and I carry him everywhere. I even have this cross, and it is not exactly from him, He never wore it. I was just a present from his daughter, so from my aunt, and I pretend like it's him, and I carry it everywhere. I even lost it once while I went on a run, and I found it again because I had that purpose inside me that I couldn't let it slip, and I knew that I would regret it if I didn't try. And now I found it again. A little scar here, but who cares? It's mine now again, and my grandpa is with me. So thank you, Grandpa, for everything, the lessons you taught me when you were alive, even after you died. And now I carry you because you carried me these 9 years and 6 days. So now I will show you what you have made out of me. I will make you proud. I will use this little pain as my energy, as my fuel to make a better life. And I just know one day when I will marry someone that you sent me the girl of my dreams. So with that being said, I love you up there and fly well.